Hi Taurus, and welcome to your spring tarot forecast. This will cover the time frame of March 19th through around June 20th, 2020. I'll bring forth general messages. I did do a spring love forecast for you guys, which was actually very beautiful reading. Oh my gosh, best reading and most beautiful reading of all the spring reads that I did. The link is below in the description box if you have not watched your love spring forecast. So this will be general messages. And Taurus, I'm going to bring forth very positive messages in this reading because right now there is a lot going on in this world, and I meant to get these out a couple days ago, but just like all of you, I'm feeling a lot of sadness and anxiety and worry about the state of things, and just I have a lot of sadness in my heart for what people are going through. So I almost wasn't going to do these, but Spirit reminded me that, it's in the darkness that we need to shine our light the brightest. And so that's why I'm going to do these, and we're going to bring forth positive messages, Taurus, because this too shall pass, and, things are going to shift for each of us. I'm going to start with the Archangel Metatron deck because he is the Archangel that sees us through our trials and tribulations and leads us from the darkness into the light. So let's see what he has to say for you guys over these next 3 months. And those of you in the northern hemisphere, this is spring months, and those of you in the southern hemisphere, it's going to be your autumn months. So let's see what beautiful things are coming for you, Taurus. We have leadership, answer the call. Ooh, so over these next 3 months, you are being called upon to really shine your light, to step up, to be there, to offer your love, your wisdom, your guidance, your support, whatever it is. This is a general reading, so it's different for each and every one of you. And also, just depending on where you live, like personally, for me, where I live, I have to self-quarantine and social distance and all that, and much like everybody else right now. So some of you may be in situations where you are very vital to your company, or you can't afford to quarantine or things like that. But some of you, this has to do with your job and you really stepping up and taking on a lot of extra responsibility in the first part of spring, just due to everything. But Spirit says you are strong, you are able, you are capable, and Archangel Metatron is so with you, and then for others of you, this leadership could be where you are the one amongst your friends and family, amongst your loved ones, everybody you care about, that is remaining positive, that is trying to hold it down, keep everybody in a good space and not freak out and worry and go into an anxiety and all of those things. And again, there's a lot of cancellations of stuff, so people are really sad and heartbroken, and I don't blame anybody. It's a hard time right now. But Taurus, I see you really stepping up in some area of your life and being that light in the darkness right now. And now we have karma, untying the knots, and this comes through mid-spring. And I like to see this, Taurus, because this tells me that the heaviness is really going to start shifting and changing mid-spring, which would be around April 19th, 20th to about May 19th, 20th, okay? So things are really going to start shifting and normalizing once again. And everything that you did for others during this first part of spring is absolutely going to come back to you. But there's also a lot of clarity and insight and deep wisdom that springs forth mid-spring for you guys. And lastly, we have priorities, building blocks for life. Yes. So as we near the end of spring and move into the first part of summer, Taurus, you are a very different person. There's like this soul evolution taking place during the spring months, and Archangel Metatron is with you quite strongly through the process, because again, you are a light, you are holding it down, you are keeping it together in some area of your life, not just for yourself but for others. And mid-spring, the energy starts shifting, things start normalizing, and from mid-spring until we reach the beginning of summer, there's a lot of positive return of energy for you, Taurus, because of being this light in the darkness, because being the light in the darkness, trying to, you know, keep people calm, it's not an easy thing. It's not, because, you know, it's just, it's not. But there is something about you, your spiritual strength, that's really needed, especially those of you who identify as star seeds. Right now is the time for you to shine your light the brightest. All right, let's pull some tarot and go deeper into all of this for you guys. Spirit needs you, Taurus, to shine your beautiful light. You have a very special soul. And, you know, Venus is your ruler, so you have love and nurturing and stability inside of you like nobody else. And the world needs it right now, especially those closest to you. And I know that's not easy, but, you know, you are who you are, beautiful, wise, and strong. Page of Wands. Ace of Wands. Two of Swords. Ten of Wands. And Three of Wands. Look at all that Wands energy. Wands is fire. It is spirit. It is the ethers. It is the action. And here we are talking about your beautiful soul. And boom, it just shows up right in all of these tarot cards. So Taurus, what I see here is, yeah, you are a light. I mean, look at here, this Ace of Wands. It's like the light torch that is being carried up here. And then we have the light torch again, and that's you moving on into the spring and into the summer months, or those of you in the southern hemisphere, the winter months. And as you move into the next 3 months, you know, as we get to the end here, it's a much more positive experience for you than what you had gone through, because Taurus, it looks like you're really holding a lot together. You're holding it down, and you yourself might be at a space where you've kind of lost faith and belief, but you're just saying what you need to say to the people you love and care for, because you don't want them to be afraid. You don't want them to see or feel the darkness that you're experiencing right now. So I do see you carrying a lot of weight through, you know, the spring months, because it's like you're shining your light. You're trying to hold it down and hold it together for people. Even if you don't see the way, you feel like you've lost your way, your soul is so strong. It's just like you just keep moving forward. You keep holding it down. And as you shift into, you know, the summer months or the winter months, just depending on the hemisphere in which you live, it all changes. It's like things come so beautifully together for you, Taurus. And you know, with all of this Wands energy, you're receiving a lot of spiritual strength from your team you know, through the spring months, because again, there's something about you and your light and your soul and your grace and your love and the way that you handle things, and it's so needed right now. And it's like you can do things that other people can't. You have a lot of emotional and mental strength even when you are very broken down. You're resilient. It's just like Spirit wants you to know how strong you are. Like nobody could win against you. Okay, that's where your energy is at, very empowered from within, and it's because of the people around you, like you really holding it down. And I did see an element of that energy in Aries reading. So if you are an Aries rising or an Aries moon, this message is especially strong for you. So let's pull some more cards, Taurus, and see how this energy is playing out. Okay. So we got a little bonus here, and it says, let's rethink and change. So because of just you know, the situations and the way things are at this time, there's a lot that's changing. And, you know, for many people, there's a lot of cancellations of things that are really important and matter a great deal. And let's rethink and change. This is Spirit saying that even through those disappointments, some of you can come up with some very creative ideas to soften the disappointment for those that you love. Like I said, I just see you really holding it down. And Taurus, you are handsomely rewarded for shining your light. Believe you me, but also there is so much spiritual energy around you. You are not alone. So look at this. We have prosperity. That's what you are. That's what you provide to everybody around you. You are that beautiful energy. Under the Ace of Wands, we have healing begins on the mend. So some of you who may be ill, you're definitely going to be feeling better. First part of spring, you know, healing begins on the mend. Those you care about, if anybody was ill, they're on the mend. But also, as you near mid-spring, you're just more in alignment with holding it down. You're not resisting it or anything. It's like your happiness is coming from seeing those you love feeling happy, safe, content, and secure, and that makes you feel good, like you have done your job. Also, some of you are doing a volunteer work, and there will be a lot of satisfaction in that for you. It's like you are the saving grace for some people. Under the Two of Swords, it's like this is the waiting energy, and again, this is where I was picking up on the fact where you may kind of feel like you're losing your way, but you're still holding it down for other people, because no matter how far you may veer off, your soul is like, believe, 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 believe. There's just a part of you that knows everything is going to be okay. All is going to shift. You just know it at your soul, even if you can't see it in physical reality as of yet. And look at this. Under the Ten of Wands, we have don't worry, Taurus, you've got this. And under the Three of Wands, we have focus on goals, and you see all those golden apples on this tree. Those are the fruits of your labor that start to come in towards the end of spring, and then also flow quite abundantly through the summer months or the winter months, just depending on which hemisphere you are in. So let's pull some clarifiers about these blessings that start coming your way after you really hold it down. And Taurus, any sort of shifting and changing in your life in early spring, trust the process. Spirit's saying don't worry, healing is coming in, new energy, new starts, new opportunities for some of you, and the following 3 months of summer, it's going to just be such a different experience. It's getting better, and it's getting better in the spring, but I just feel like the energy is a bit slower moving, because again, I do see where you're kind of like, but don't worry, Taurus, it's going to be just fine. Things are going to smooth out for you. We have the High Priestess, the Emperor, and the Fool. Nice. So you got 3 major arcanas, okay? And that's not fleeting energy. That's lasting, long-term energy. And, you know, intuitively, because you have so much spiritual energy around you, you just know, there's a part of you that knows, even if you've lost sight or feel like you've lost your way, there is some part of you that knows it's going to be okay. Hold on so tight to that and don't let that go, Taurus, because it's being confirmed with the High Priestess. And then again, those of you that have that Aries moon or rising or heavy Aries placement in your chart of planets, here's the Emperor, which represents Aries, okay? And so there's the confirmation for some of you in that, but also this being the Emperor is you holding it down, you being really strong, you being the guiding light, the provider, the protector for people here. And Taurus, it is creating a beautiful new beginning for you, and things are coming to fruition. Things are really coming together for you end of spring as you move in to the summer months. So you know, don't lose heart. things are going to work out, and there's just a part of you that knows it. And there are so many people around you that just need your love and your beautiful energy right now, because there's something special about you, Taurus. And where others lack this faith, this belief, it's just a part of you, and you can heal and just uplift and ease minds, ease hearts. Trust, breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. So another confirmation of don't worry. Next is rose quartz crystal, soothing and warm like love that flows. Once under your pillow, your magic grows. And I just want to point out the very next card of the little tarot, the mini tarot here, would be the Magician. So yeah, mid-spring things do start shifting and changing, but a rose quartz will really help keep your energy balanced and support. There is always help around. When you ask, it can be found. And see, that's letting you know towards the end of spring, moving into the summer, that where you felt like, you know, there was so much on you, now it's the load is lightening. You don't feel the burden. And courage, young heart, stand tall. Don't let the love decrease. You are a warrior of peace. I mean, there you go, Taurus. There's just something special about you right now, and Spirit is increasing your light because so many people need it, and you are the blessing for many people during this time. And after that process, then all of that energy and love is coming right back for you, which opens you up to such a beautiful new start, and you feel quite happy, loved, and supported in return. So do not worry, Taurus. All is well. Shine your beautiful light. I am sending you all love and keeping you all in my prayers. And you know, just hang in there. We'll all get through this. Now is the time to really shine our light and be there for each other, because we are all in this together. So I am sending you lots of love and light, Taurus. Be careful and take care of yourself.